happy Wednesday night and welcome to our weekly crafty session. My name is Anne Granger and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Dorchester, Ontario, Canada. And I'm excited to be with you. Usually I don't go live at this time, but I've had some requests for some people asking me if I could maybe switch my lives till 7 p.m. on Wednesday nights. So I thought, why not give it a try and see how it goes. So I'm coming live. So if you're watching live, you're going to see the red live button in the back. And if not, you're watching on the replay, and that's okay. We love our replay warriors because I know sometimes nights are busy and we might not always be able to watch when we can. The best thing about Facebook Lives is you can always watch them on the replay. Welcome to my AKA Happy Room, my stamp room. I love spending time in here. I love coming in here after a nice, a work day. I put my music on, I pick a stamp, and I just love creating. It's kind of like my de-stressor from a busy day at work. I'm going to check my settings, make sure that everything looks good on my end, and we are going to get started. We are actually creating a project tonight with the Translucent Floral, which is a brand new stamp set from the holiday catalog, aka September to December. All right, so I can see myself here on my iPad. So let me just put that over. Now, when I'm in my craft room, I always have a drink, which is water. I'm mostly a water person. And I always have a bowl of chocolate. So today I'm actually chomping on some macaroons. Chocolate and coconut, chocolate and nuts, chocolate and peanut butter. I think there's some peanut butters in here too. They're all my favorite. So when I stamp, those are my staples. Water, chocolate, and music. But I'm not going to play music because that's kind of hard for us to hear. So I'm going to put my chocolate over here, but I'm going to move my water over because knowing my luck, I would hit it and I don't need that. So welcome. Tonight we are creating from the mini catalog, aka September to December, or better known as our holiday catalog. This just was released on September 6th and it goes to January 3rd and it is filled to the brim with beautiful product. And I can't wait to share that with you for the upcoming weeks. So how does this work? Each week I take a product and I go live on Wednesday nights, and throughout my social media during the week, I show you those projects. So it gives you kind of more samples to see. So tonight we're going to make a project together, and I'm actually going to show you where I got my inspiration for this project. And then after we're creating, I'm going to share some other samples with you that you can see done with this. So if you're here, say hi, interact with me. It's kind of like you're sitting in my stamp room with me crafting. I love our creative community. I love our crafty sessions. I love stamping with you guys on Wednesdays. Like, comment, and share. Make sure to share this video with your crafty friends and let them know that we are here Wednesday nights if they would like to join us. Some nights I do mystery stamping, some nights it's a technique, some nights it's a fancy fold. Just really depends on what product I'm using and how I'm using it in my week. All right, so I'm going to flip the camera and we are going to get started. So if you're here, say hi, and if you're watching on the replay, let me know. As I said, I can't wait to show you where my inspiration came. So I'm going to flip my camera. You're going to see my blinds. I wish I could show you the outside, but sadly, I face the west. And right now, that west sun is beaming in my craft room, so I can barely see. All right, I have here our hostess code and where you can find me on my blog. And I'm just going to move this up a little bit just to make sure everything looks great. All right, so this is our mini catalog. If you're here in Canada and do not have a demonstrator, please let me know. I could easily pop a catalog in the mail for you. Or if you have a demonstrator, reach out to them if you haven't received one. Tonight, we are using, let me show you, I'm just going to pull this over. We are using this gorgeous Translucent Floral stamp set with the coordinating Translucent Floral dies. Now, not sure if you know this, but if you follow Stampin' Up used to name the dies in the stamp sets different, but now they're naming them the same, which helps you when you're wanting to find dies, you don't know what they're called. This is way much easier. This is actually a distinct inked stamp set. What that means, it means it shows the details in every image stamped. Like every little petal will show a specific detail. Okay, So that is the bundle we are working with. I actually was able to order this back in June as part of a creativity event with Stampin' Up that was designed just for demonstrators. And I actually have some of the projects that we created that night to show you. But I want to show you where my inspiration for tonight came. So this is actually on page 56 of this catalog. And you can buy the stamp set or the dies separate, but the best way to do it is buy it as a bundle. So right here, you will see this 10% bundle. And that means you save 10% when you buy the dies and nut together. So we're actually going to create this card right here tonight. So when I pick a stamp set, I always go to the catalogs to see what the amazing concept artist done, because their work is beautiful. Then I usually search Pinterest to see if there's any sketch layouts or any ideas I like. Maybe I'm looking for color combinations. Maybe I'm looking for sketch layouts. And maybe sometimes when I'm scrolling Pinterest and Facebook at night and I see a sketch I like or a card I like, I save it, because sometimes I go back and use elements for my upcoming cards. That's how I search for inspiration. I know a lot of my customers say to me, and I always have a hard time finding inspiration or where to look. So I'm sharing those tips with you, hoping that will help you guys. All right, so let's pull this over here and we're going to get started. So tonight's colors we're using is Shaded Spruce. Oh, wow. I didn't get the green. All right, so Shaded Spruce. And it is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I'm using another piece of Shaded Spruce that is 4 by 5 1/4. Now, I need to grab one thing. I did not grab my big shot. So my big Stampin' Cut. And we're going to grab an embossing folder. I had everything ready to go, but guess not. Okay, so this is our Stampin' Cut. It is AKA Big Boss. That's what I call it. And this is one of the platforms you get. We're going to take this piece of paper right here and we're going to emboss it with the 3D embossing folders. Now, the 3D embossing folders comes in a set of 3, and you can find these in my online store under online exclusives. We're going to put that in and we're just going to roll it through. Okay, so we're actually doing a little bit of die cutting tonight because this stamp is really beautiful. All right, so one of my favorite things when I'm creating is I love using embossing folders and I love using dies. These things just make your paper like so magical. They go out looking plain and then they come out looking beautiful. So this is the basic 3D, which I said is one of 3 folders you can purchase. All right, let me move this back over here out of my way. Now, all right, so we're gonna bring that in, and we can actually go ahead and adhere this down because we're done with it. Remember, if you're joining me, hello. Make sure you comment. Tell me how your day was. Tell me if you have this product. Tell me if you love flowers. Some people like flowers and some people don't. But this flower stamp set is really beautiful. All right, I got a piece of white. And I'm going to grab... I'm going to grab this piece just here. I just don't want to get my new background dirty. I need a big block, so we're going to use block E. So if you're looking at our clear blocks, they have letters here. So we're using E because this leaf set is pretty big. And I just find it fits better on one of these. Okay, so here is. Now if you look at this stamp, you can really see the details in it already. I'll bring it a little closer. So when we stamp that, it's going to be even just like amazing. So we're going to stamp 2 of these. Okay, so we're going to stamp 1. Look at the detail on that. You can really see it. It's just gorgeous. And we're going to stamp another one. Okay, so there's our 2. Then what we're going to do is we're going to stamp, that a little bit better. I'm just cleaning my I always get in the habit of cleaning my stamps as I go, because sometimes you get busy and then what you do is you stick an ink stamp in a different color, and there's ways you can fix that. It's just not fun. All right, so we're going to grab this one here. I'm going to grab a smaller block. So we're grabbing this one here. And what we're going to do is we're going to stamp it in crushed curry. Okay, so I'm going to stamp it in crushed curry. I'm actually just going to stamp off. Okay, so crushed curry. And then I'm bringing in sweet sorbet. And I have a sponge dauber. Just going to stamp off here. And then what I'm just going to do is go around my petals. Okay, I have to tell you, my puppy just came in the room and he has this new bone toy that's squeaking. Hopefully he won't squeak it, but you might hear him. I apologize. Okay, so there's, I want it to be a little more yellow, so let's just redo that one. Let's try that again. Maybe I won't stamp off and just see what it looks like. Okay, we're just gonna take a little bit of the red. Okay, give it a little huff. Grab another piece of paper. Okay, so we have those ones we need to die cut. And let's see what this one looks like. Oh, I don't like that one either. Okay, let's try this again. That's the one thing about stamp ink, you can just keep, I need to get a new, all right, let's see. Try this again. I mean, my first one's not bad looking. We could use it if we need to. Just want to make sure. Oh, I like that one. See how it just looks like really, I'll bring it up. And I'll show you when the one I did, it looks really cool. Like, see how it looks like, almost like the a sunset is sitting the flowers right now. Okay, we're gonna do that exact same thing. I think I might also need to clean my ink pad. I haven't cleaned my cleaner in a while. We're gonna use these little ones. This one right here. I'm gonna get a smaller block. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna stamp in the yellow, stamp off. I feel like I have enough ink on there already. I'm just gonna go around, give it a little huff. Oh, that one's pretty. And we'll do it again. Stamp, stamp off. Just gonna give it a little bit of hair. Not bad. It looks a little, the sample I did looks a little more red and orange. I'm getting a little more, I think it's just, I re-inked my ink pad for my crushed curry and I feel like that could be a little bit. But I will show you the original sample so you can see. All right, so before we do anything, we need to just take, there he is, underneath my feet. And we're just going to put this little image right here. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Don't press too hard in. There you go. All right, so there is our leaves that we need to have. Okay, I'm gonna move this out of my way. We're gonna bring in the Baby Boss. So this is my baby die cutting machine, which is the mini Stampin' Cut. So the first one I showed you was the big Stampin' Cut, and the little, now I'm gonna show you the mini one. And I have to tell you, I use my mini one way more than anything. All right, so we are going to grab the dies. So just right here, and it just literally, the neat thing I love about it is you can stamp and die cut. I use a little bit of Post-it tape just because I want to make sure that it doesn't move with me when I roll it through. I will be uploading this video to my YouTube channel. So if you're not a subscriber, make sure you head over to YouTube and look for me. Which is Stamp with Ann. And then I will also be putting it on my blog, which is Stamp with Ann. And it'll be up on Friday. So there, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So we're going to get another one of those. I'm going to go this way. So I'd love to know, what is your favorite stamps to stamp with? Are you like a greeting person? Or are you a floral floral, like flowers? Do you like to stamp for the holidays? Are you an animal person? Are you like the cutesy that likes the color? What kind of stamps do you like? Okay, so there's another one. So that's the one thing I like about these dies is that you can stamp and cut. Now we're gonna go with, oops, I'm gonna get my scissors here. I think my, I'm gonna say my flowers tonight, no that's not the one I want. My flowers tonight are a little bit more in the fallish weather. Their leaves are turning, then it's the wrong one. I don't know where you are, but we have a tree by my work and it's really starting to change color. It's beautiful. I was out for a morning walk the other day and I had to take a picture and I'm actually gonna probably post it. It was like this 3 little red leaves amongst this big green tree. And I thought, look how beautiful that is. So there is that one. So I'll show you what that one looks like. Oops, I dropped it. Okay, so we'll put that up there. And then we're going to bring in these ones. We want to do these little ones now. And like I said, they also have dies. So I usually go live at 4:30. I had been doing 4:30 for a while. And then I had some customers say to me, we can't catch you live. Can you switch to 7? I would love to know, would you rather my Facebook Lives be at 7 or 4:30? It doesn't matter to me. It works both times, except for the night where I do scrapbooking class, because we actually start on Wednesday at a 7:30. So I might just maybe move it to Thursday or go live a little earlier that day. Oh, my puppy is like underneath me. Okay. So we're gonna put those away. Now, one more thing we need to do is I need to grab some old olive cardstock. And there he goes. We have a little puppy. His name is Timbit, and he loves squeaky toys. So that is what he's playing with under my feet. And he is my craft room little buddy. He loves to hang out with me. He's usually under my feet, or he's laying in this beanbag chair, or by my desk. He's usually with me a lot. Okay, so there is that. We have all the pieces we need. Now I just cut this out from the Stylish Shape dies. If you follow me, you know I'm a huge fan of stitched, and these are pretty much one of the staples I use all the time in my crafting. All right, so we're all done with our die cutting. We're all done with stamping. Let's move this out of the way and let me start assembling. All right, so we are going to put this one down first. Okay, this one's gonna go up here, down first. This one, we're going to pop up. So another thing that's in my craft room that's a staple are dimensionals. They are a must in your craft room. There's a lot of tools that are a must, but I feel like this one is a good one. You can never have enough dimensionals. I know demonstrators, some of my demonstrator friends, they put so many dimensionals on their projects. I kind of, it's so funny. All right, so we're going to go a little bit this way. Now we're going to bring this in. So we're gonna lay this here. I'm gonna give you a little tip. I'm gonna put tape on this side, but we're gonna put dimensionals on the top. Because if I was to put dimensionals on both sides, my projects would be a little lopsided, and we don't want that. Hello to those that are joining us or watching from the sidelines. Welcome to our crafty session. We are using the Translucent Florals tonight to create some beautiful cards with. I'm going to show you some really neat samples of what you can do with this. I'm going to tuck this one under here just to make it look a little, no, I'm going to pop that one up there. And we're going to come in and tuck this one in here. Oh, my puppy. He is funny. Okay, so there you go. So a little bit of dimensionals, just looks like that. We have this, and we're going to stamp that in Shaded Spruce. And we're going to use one of the the greetings from the stamp set, and it says, "You're the best." You know, you can send this to someone, maybe a coworker. You just think, hey, they're having a great week, or a friend. So we're just gonna stamp "You're the best." I'm stamping it in shaded spruce on old olive cardstock. The best way to learn what I do in my studio and in my business, or in my AK stamp room, is to follow me on my newsletters. So head over to my blog and make sure you sign up for my newsletters. So that's the best way to find out what I'm doing. I'm just gonna put a little bit of a bend in this banner. And so I'm gonna put a glue dot here, and I'm gonna put a dimensional down here, or I'm just gonna do tape. That works too, or a glue dot, whatever you have on hand. I really liked the colors in this. When I was looking for some inspiration, I was like, wow, that is beautiful colors. We're going to get some linen thread. This is another staple that I have. I actually have it in my desk because I use it so much. In my room, I have a jar, just a fancy jar that has all my ribbons, my twine in it, so it sits there. But this one tends not to leave my desk because I use it all the time. I just think it adds such warmth to your cards. Okay, I'm going to grab out the, only you can see my puppy right now. Maybe I should do a quick video after showing you my little companion. He's just having a great little time. Okay, so we're going to finish this card off, and we're going to grab some rhinestones. Sometimes we forget about these staples. They're in our annual catalog, and they have been around forever. I have been a demonstrator for 16 years, going on 17 next year, and I'm telling you, I feel like these were probably one of the first things I purchased and still continue to use because I love them. And actually, this was like, I think, one of our old Picatul, like stylus shaped things. So I just keep it in here. All right. So, oh, I can't put this away. My puppy is there. Oh, and one thing I'm getting in the habit of doing too is putting insides into my paper. My cards, I mean. I don't stamp the insides because I have a lot of coworkers who purchase cards off me, and they are friends, and they like the insides to be blank so that they can write a big message. So I just leave it like that. All right, so here is the card we made with Translucent Florals. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know. I love the colors. So it's crushed curries, sweet sorbet, and shaded spruce. So that is just beautiful color. So I'm actually going to show you the sample because I wanted to show you how the difference of those two stamps look. So here, I think this was before I re-inked my ink pad. So just a little more of like a softer tone. This looks more like summer, fallish colors. So I really like those. So there is our two. And let me show you some other ones that I made with this. Because sometimes I feel like you need to see samples to see what you can do with something. Even me as a demonstrator, when I see a catalog, I'm like, whoa, I really need to have this set, or I really like this set. But then there's some I'm like, that's not my style, or I don't know if I want that one. And then my demonstrator friends start sharing beautiful cards made with that set, and I'm like, okay, I need to have it. So here is another fall one. I've been really working on making some thankful cards or gratitude cards. So pumpkin pie, real red, and crushed curry. And I pulled in that beautiful copper clay. Those colors are gorgeous for fall. I made that last night with my team. Every Tuesday night we do a Stampin' Chat where we stamp, where I chat to them about the updates from Stampin' Up. We chat about things on our team. And then we always end our night with stamping. Here is one that we made in our Creativity Now event. This uses this splatters embossing folders. We actually die cut out of vellum. We colored the vellum with blends, and then we cut them out, and then just as wishing you all the happiness in the world. So I think that was a really pretty one. This was another one we made in the Creativity Now, just a fun little congratulations card. Maybe you want to congratulate somebody at work or a family member or a friend. What a nice little card to receive in the mail. Just showing them that you are happy for them. Okay, so here's another one we made in the Creativity Now event. So this Creativity Now event is only for demonstrators. So we stamped on vellum. We used the deckled rectangles and we kind of made like a cool little box. And just pop that up a little bit. I really like it. Super cute. It says you're the best. So that was another one. But we do have an event coming up that customers can take part in, and it's World Card Making Day. And it's free. I will be posting the information for you, and you guys can join. We'd love to have you join us so you can see what the world of Stampin' Up! Is all about. I really like this one. Just simple. We call this simple stamping. Well, I did use a die cut, but beautiful. You're the best. You can easily send that out to family and friends. So the card I posted on my blog on Monday, for my blog, my goal is to post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And so I wanted to use I wanted to make like a fancy fold, and I just wanted to make a card that says you're in my hearts and prayers. So it can be just like a thinking of you, or maybe like a sympathy. I used that 3D embossing folder. Remember the folder we used here? It actually has 3. So this is one of the patterns and this is the other. My color is Smoky Slate and Pool Party. And I pulled in a little bit of Lemon Lolly. And then it's just like that. And my greeting came from the So Sincere stamp set, which is what I used last week in my Facebook Live and on my social media. So if you hadn't seen that, maybe you might want to pop by and see that next. Just scroll down on my blog and you'll see it. So, as you can see, there is a wide variety of samples that you can create using this gorgeous Translucent Floral stamp set along with the Translucent Floral dies. So, from this, you get this. How gorgeous is that? Just a little bit of inspiration for you. All right, so let's just do a recap to show you. Oh, I'm covering up that stuff there. Recap. So if you're just popping in, this is the card we made tonight. Maybe you want to go back and watch the replay, and then these are other samples that you can get. I go live every Wednesday night. I usually go live at 4:30. Some people have been asking for 7, so we're going to try 7 for a little bit and see how it goes, and we'll reevaluate. If you want to purchase any of these supplies, you can head to my blog, www.stampwithann.com, and hit shop now. And that will take you to my online store. Or you can send me an order and I would be happy to help you if you live here in Canada. I can only place orders for people that live in Canada. But if you live outside of Canada and needed to place an order, I can hook you up with a demonstrator friend that lives in your country. So, as I said, I will upload this video to my YouTube channel. And we will post it on my blog on Friday. It will go to my YouTube channel also. And I will see you guys next Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And for another product highlight week, I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. So I'm excited to surprise you and delight you next week when we see that. I think I'm going to be doing an online exclusive actually. So because I'm still waiting for some orders to come in from Stampin' Up! With the new product. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I would love if you share this video, comment and like. Let me know what you think of these cards. And I always ask my customers when they're in my classes, which one was your favorite? I would love to know which one of these is your favorite card from this bundle. All right, everyone. Actually, you know what? I'm going to flip you down. I don't know if I can do this because my puppy is... So we're going to flip you and bring you back. Oh, I probably should have did it the other way. All right. So I just wanted to say thanks for joining me tonight. And I hope you enjoyed our crafty session. I will be back next Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, bringing you another crafty session video. All right, everyone. Thanks for stopping by tonight, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Have an amazing week. Bye, everyone.